Hello, Leos. Welcome to your one and only December reading. I do apologize. Just due to my schedule, I was busy, did a lot of things, jumped in on a volunteer opportunity as well. So I haven't posted any videos for you guys. So we're going to do a general sort of a monthly check-in over here with your spiritual entourage. So your soul, your guardian angels, and your animal spirit guides. We'll do charms and cards with this grouping. Over here, we have just archangels, kind of representative with Archangel Metatron and a couple other archangels, so a triad. And we're going to kind of look forward to 2026. I'm making sure I say that correctly because for some reason I keep saying 2027. So we'll do a look forward, so a check-in, a look forward kind of reading, since it's the one and only reading I got to for you all for this month. I timestamp, so if you just want to skip ahead to the messages, feel free. Otherwise, let's hang out together in the intro. We'll get the cards, the charms, and if any initial impressions come through, I always share those as well in the intro. So we'll start with the guardian angels, and we'll get their cards, their messages. Again, this is sort of the look forward. Let's see what kind of future outlook. Oop, insights. They've just thrown half the deck away, so maybe you need to let something go. Well, it wasn't half the deck, but they tossed away a good chunk of cards here. So there's some filtering maybe that you're doing in the new year, Leo. You're gonna cut some ties, move forward for something, maybe leave a situation. It's always good, something that's not serving you. I think we're going to end up doing the same pattern as the first sign group. So essentially we had like a main message and then the 4 seasons of the year. So we'll repeat that, it looks like. But yeah, it looks like you're tossing something out, purging yourself, the way that, again, those cards came out. So a bit of a purge. Maybe you're just purging stuff from your house, right? Maybe you're just doing a thorough cleaning in the new year of everything you don't need. Who knows? We'll get into it when we see what the cards are, see what the messages are. So now we'll come over here to your angelic entourage. So we have your soul, your guardian angels, and your animal spirit guides, as I was saying. We'll start with the charms. I'm going to drop them in this little dish that your angel's looking down at, and then we'll get some cards. We'll see what charms they want to keep in my hand for the dish. I'm just letting them discard whatever they don't want. Okay. And the dish is small, so I'm just gonna kind of hover so my hand doesn't bump in with the angel's face here. We'll see what charms they want from my hand. I do feel movement. I know you're just kind of watching me hold things, but I try to always keep my fingers steady. Make sure they don't want the bell. Okay. And they do want me to remove the cherries. Okay. We've got some animal charms here. My kitty cat, the paw print, and a horse. So we'll get into those. We'll see how they want to pair those. I do feel like it's one charm from each group. So one message from your soul, one message from your angels, and then one message from your animal spirit guides. So I don't know why the horse keeps moving. So maybe there's some momentum or some movement forward here that they want to talk about. I'll leave those in the dish until we get the cards, and then I'll see where what cards they associate with. So we'll get the messages here from your guardians, your soul. See what they want to check in with you about as we're at the last month of the year, the final days in that month of the year as well, based on the day I'm recording. See what pattern also they want me to make here with the cards for you. Okay. Even the cards are a bit spread out here. They want me to kind of they want a lot of space between. So maybe this past year in 2025, you achieved a few things, but like a lot of time transpired between each. So maybe you didn't really feel the impact or see the impact with so much time of quietness or needing to wait. Maybe it felt like slow momentum, like trudging in water or trying to walk in water or mud. But they're really emphasizing sort of the spacing here in between these cards. Okay. So let's see where the charms want to go. Just kind of, whoa, okay. I'm not gonna change that. Okay. I'll put it there so you can see it on camera. Okay. All right, so we are going to start over here. I know I got the cards first with the Archangels, but we're going to start over here with the check-in with your spirit guides, your spiritual entourage. Just kind of tune in to see which one they want to start with first. I think the paw print, sort of this stop, this pause. Talking about the spaces in between the cards and starting with this pause, a charm. So the paw print means like when animals gently kind of push on you, right? For those of you who've had interactions with domestic animals, they tend to do like a nice gentle push, or they'll put their hand on your body just to reassure themselves that you're there, right? I'm here and you're there. So we've got a pause here, sort of and maybe it was like that. Maybe the universe is trying to, your spiritual guides here, trying to say like, we pushed you, right? Because I got the animal companion right away. So your animal spirit guides here kind of pushed you, paused you, held you back. So maybe, they influence these periods here for a reason, Leo. So let's see why they were kind of holding you back, trying to pause you. Look at you stuck in the reeds here in the water, right? Your boat suddenly got slower. I was talking in the intro about the feeling of slowly moving through water, trying to walk against the current, being trudging through mud. And then here we are with the boat that kind of slowed down because it kind of hit the maybe shallower waters, maybe got caught up in the vegetation that's happening here, or it just looked scary, right? It's kind of getting dark, it doesn't look like a very inviting environment. So I feel like your animal spirit guides were kind of pausing you this year, stop and think. This is emotional robe, the blue. So they really wanted you to kind of stop, go deep in your emotions, take a pause, introspective work. Look at all these swords. If you're with me in the intro, the archangels over here tossed away a whole grouping of cards, and I was talking about letting things go, right? So your animal spirit guides slowed you down in 2025, trying to get you to work through maybe some different areas of closure that you need, right? Letting go, releasing emotions, letting yourself to experience emotions. So before you could move forward, you needed to experience this, and it's scary territory. So probably thinking of feelings, working through emotions, talking about emotions, being vulnerable. Maybe that's an uneasy space for you to be in. Not everybody is comfortable with being in there. So just acknowledging that with you. I'm going to come here. So this charm, it has a couple meanings, but I am reading it as more of like the cat is kind of exploring here, right? Curiosity, and it's put its paw on a hot stove or something. So it's kind of like the shock, right? It's got the shock tail of I wasn't expecting that. And maybe that's also what you experienced this year, Leo. You had some moments throughout the year where you were just shocked, you were just taken aback. I didn't expect that person to react that way. I didn't expect that outcome. I didn't expect to injure myself, right? Maybe you sprained an ankle or kept stubbing your toe as I did throughout the whole year of 2025. My toes were just sort of an area of my body always prone to getting caught on something or kicking something. So there definitely was some moments here of unexpected responses, right? I tried this and I didn't expect to fail, but failure is learning. So some kind of trial and error here. I reached out to someone and I didn't really expect the way they responded to me. Okay. They're pairing that here with the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of, whoa, flew right out of my hand. The Page of Pentacles, I always feel like they're doing this with the shield, right? They're trying to use the shield to catch the sunlight, right? To signal, to reflect, to guide. So if the page is doing this throughout the year, so this is you missing signs, this is you missing green flags, right? Come this way, because he's busy doing this the whole time. Like see the light, follow the light. But he's paired with the peacock. So this is all about them shining the light back on you. Like look how beautiful you are. Look how valuable you are. Look at all your unique gifts and strengths and characteristic traits and what makes you you. So re-embrace this self-confidence, this self-esteem. So maybe you were lacking that and your guardian angel spent the entire year trying to get your confidence built up, trying to keep you in that very strong Leo self-esteem space. But I do feel like there was a lot of maybe a lot of self-doubt, maybe a lot of self-critical, because I was saying like failures, unexpected. I didn't expect it to go that way. Well, you missed the green sign and you went after the red flag, right? So acknowledging that your guardian angel was trying to guide you, was trying to keep you on the right path, right? But your curiosity maybe got the better of you, your intrigue, your I don't want to say stubbornness, but it's kind of in that energy, like driven. So sometimes we get so focused on an end goal, we lose sight of everything else. And then you're like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. Well, it's because you didn't keep your 360 view happening. So a little dip, dive, and dodge here with your guardian angel trying to keep you on your path here. So you kept your angel on its toes all year. Okay. Now up in the corner, I feel like this is more of the sort of checking card, kind of, this is maybe where you're at now, current status. And it looks like you're ready to trade it in, right? You've come into the room of wands, whatever area of the castle this is, and it feels like you're saying, okay, this one's extinguished. This is over. This one's run its course. I'm done with this one. I'm here ready to pick the next one, to shop for the new one. Upgrade, right? He's upgrading his wand like we upgrade a phone. See how these ones in the front are more vibrant and that one looks a little bit more dull. Maybe this is you acknowledging your release. Maybe it took you until now, until December, to realize what it is in your life you need to let go, you need to walk away from, the decision that you need to make, because you're ready for it. This is preparedness. I'm ready to take that next opportunity. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to take that step. So after a slow moving, a lot of internal work and exploration. So we have internal work, emotional work, exploration. You're ready. Your status is ready. The group I read before you was Sagittarius, and they too did a lot of work this year. They were kind of getting like farmer analogy, like hard days work, hard days labor. And you've put in a lot of work here too in 2025. Okay, so your soul is gifting you here, my little pony, my energetic pony that's new to the races, has that youthfulness, that playfulness, positivity, more adventure kind of spirit, adventures through sort of that innocent approach, fresh eyes, as we sometimes say. So we have some energy here of taking a new approach, a fresh approach, coming into a playfulness energy, coming off of this I'm ready energy. Oh, look at the playfulness in the cards, dancing. And we're in a festive time, but your soul is celebrating you. Your soul is leaping forward because you've did the intuitive work. Your chakras are all in alignment here with all the beautiful colored scarves representing, bringing your aura, fire and water. This is bringing yourself into balance. So realignment and balance. Maybe it's finding work-life balance. It took you a while, but you figured it out. This is you embracing your uniqueness, right? Your true colors, everything that makes you you. And look at your spiritual entourage. Look at the wand here too, right? This is a close-up of that wand you chose. All right, here's that fresh wand with the new orb. I feel like there's just such a high degree of cleanse here. And in the intro, the Archangels were making me think of purging, the way they threw the cards out. The work that you're doing here. So there's a lot of purging, a lot of cleansing to get back to this place of balance, of alignment, of enjoyment, joyfulness, playfulness, energy, sort of that happiness energy. And they're pulling me into the star here that's kind of zooming forward. So a star is a wish fulfillment, a wish coming true. So coming into this energy, realizing that you're ready to come back to this playful version of you, coming back to this your happy space, your happy place, embracing who you are and loving self. There's a wish zooming forward to you. A falling star is zooming forward to you. Quite nice. So at the year end, we have this this bright opportunity making its way very quickly to you, right? I'm saying shooting star. Look at the momentum. Look at the trail, that dust trail in the star. Something's coming into you quick. The pony, fresh legs, fast momentum, new energy, more energy. Maybe you just have maybe you feel reinvigorated as you're heading into 2026 here. Okay, so let's head over to the Archangels' messages. So we're going to be looking at 2026. Starting at the top here, sort of an overarching message as we look forward. And here we have beautiful, creative foxes here, a pair of foxes, the Two of Cups. I feel like you're making a decision. It's almost like you're looking at your mirror image of yourself. For some reason, I feel like the fox is is conferring with self here. It's not two foxes, but rather one fox in conversation with self, and happy with itself. Because a fox is confidence, attractiveness, right? So self-esteem, that's all returned. Foxes are also very creative, intelligent, your ingenuity, your craftiness, right? Your ability to problem solve is all heightened. So there's this beautiful looking back at you, reminding you of this is who you are. Like, look at yourself. Look how wonderful and beautiful you are, Leo. Look at everything that you have. Look at everything you possess. And now, because the Two of Cups in this aspect is telling me this is a mere reflection, right? It's the fox conferring with self. So the cups here would also be mirroring each other. So that tells me to focus in on one teacup, and one teacup means a new start, a fresh beginning. There's a very can-do positive energy here. Can-do, what is it? Can-do attitude. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I will do it. Yes, this is who I am. And it's coming from the Archangels. So beautiful acknowledgement here from the Archangels of how you've had that internal dialogue, or you're about to have that internal dialogue. And, your internal detractor, that self-critique, it's gone now. This is your motivator. This is the one building you up. This is the one reminding you how great you are. So you're going to have that all throughout the year. A lot of new starts and fresh starts here. So we'll start with sort of the springtime. So kind of leaping forward here to spring, the end of the season. So I'm Canadian, so for us, we're in the winter season. So with the new year heading into the spring season, you have the Nine of Cups. And you're kind of walking forward here, right? She's on the shore. If I can get the camera to focus in. Come on. There we go. So see how they're walking forward? She's about to look into the next cup. And now the card in the deck that looks into the cup is the Queen of Cups, right? The source of divination, scrying in the water. So you're kind of peeking forward here. So the craftiness of the fox, the heightened intelligence, the fox, the emphasis of the fox message on your brilliance, the power of your your unique gift, or one of your superpowers is how you can utilize your brain, right? Your ingenuity, your craftiness, your problem solving. And now we're fortune telling here, you're scrying. So you're an individual, you guys are individuals that will be able to very strongly future forecast, right? You'll be able to see the bigger picture. You're going to be able to bring a vision to reality. And it's the Nine of Cups. So you're going to be doing that a lot throughout 2026. You're kind of going from one cup to the next, to the next, to the next here. So by spring, you're going to be putting the power of your mindset to work here. Well, here's the dream to reality. Look at that. By summertime, look at the sunflower lifting right off the page. So bringing your visions to life. So bringing your dreams into reality. You have that ability, right? Get your vision boards out. Your power of affirmations and positive thinking and speaking. I am lucky. I can achieve this. This will happen for me. Leo's here. You've got that power is really tuned up here for you in 2026. It's all geared up for you. But we saw that here because I was talking magic here, right? For whatever reason, I was referring to the wands here as magic wands. Like you were walking into a, what's that series? A Harry Potter wand store, right? Wizard wand store. I'm here to trade up. I'm here to upgrade my wand, my magic wand. Because now you're ready to put your abilities into action. And you do. So, and I snapped the card down. So emphasis on summer, emphasis on bringing dreams into reality, using your driven nature to bring your dreams to reality by summer. Okay, heading into fall period next year, we have a major decision that's emotional for you. When I get this card, this is a pacing back and forward, something that weighs heavy on the heart. So it's a difficult decision. You know, this is something you're sleeping on. This is something that you're actually asking the universe, like, give me a sign, help me out. So you're going to have a major decision to make this year, probably around that fall period. So I guess August, September, October. August, September, October kind of period. A profound decision. You know, it's going to weigh, like I said, it's going to weigh heavy on your heart and mind. You might have some sleepless nights over it. So sort of a heads up that they're giving you here. But look at the outlook, right? So remember that you have the ability to, your vision, right? So pay attention to your dreams, dream it into reality, right? You can make this decision easier by being the one in control, because we have the transition of the moon. So that's also wishes coming true, changing the phase, changing turn of events, your ability to be the mastermind behind that. So a bit of a reminder that by this period, that kind of fall, August, September, October time period, don't kind of falter, right? Don't forget the power of your thought. It could also be a watch out for burnout, right? Because there's so much power of thought here. Just kind of pace yourself. Don't burn out. Okay, so by this time next year, so by winter of next year, so December into 2027, so December, Jan, Feb, maybe even sort of the tail end of March. Look at the Hierophant. Look at the level now of, if I stick with wizards, right? Look at your staff now. Look at your wand now. You're like the head of the wizards. You know, you're the one at the top of the turret here. You're the one looking out at sort of the landscape. You're looking out at the future. So here you are again with your vision, your ability to be a visionary, to make your dreams reality, Leo. Lots of emphasis here on the power of thought, power of vision. Keep holding that. So the key to the power is to hold that vision, right? If you watch any kind of adventure fantasy TV series or movies, when they depict a witch or a wizard casting a spell, it takes a while, right? They have to generate the energy. They have to keep their focus. Maybe they're repeating a chant, so they have to focus on the words they're saying. So emphasis on holding that focus, but doing so in a way that you don't burn out. And look at the mastery that you become. You're heading down a route of becoming the master of something, right? The top dog here, the boss, the number one wizard, the go-to person. You know, maybe you, coming back to the peacock and your uniqueness with the fox, maybe you develop something. Maybe you're the founder, the creator. You know, it does kind of have that foundation energy here in that card, that show on Apple TV, the foundation. But you're in a golden hue here. You're in a golden castle, the golden angelic hue. I mean, this could be you standing at the Akashic Records, writing your own story, writing the next chapter of your own story, because you took control, right? You drove everything forward. Maybe that's the big decision. Am I going to take the wheel? Am I going to be the driving force? Am I going to be the creator of my own destiny? Or I'm going to let others? But I feel like you're the creator, because it's all about visionary, dreams to reality, and putting yourself up on that pedestal, moving yourself forward. with joyfulness and playfulness, that preparedness, that readiness that was expressed over here. I really like kind of where you're headed here, Leo. So, like I said, 2025 might have felt like quite the year, you know, a lot of start-stops maybe, or like I was saying, just kind of periods of delay that you don't know why, but then you kind of had this turnaround in your mindset, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-belief. Again, all your chakras kind of came back into alignment, sort of this heavy balance message that they keep communicating to you. And then that shoots you forward to that can-do attitude. I can see my future. I know what I want. I'm going to make it happen. You know, nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to be that driving force. And then you achieve. You achieve that huge goal. This is victory, right? You're on the top platform. You're in the CEO suite. You're on the first place podium. You know, you secured that dream job. Ouch, that's what that is. I said ouch because I just kind of knocked my hand there. Okay, so because I haven't done any readings in December, I have invited loved ones to come in. So your loved ones, it could be people and pets. So any kind of loving companion. They've chosen my owls to represent them. You'll see the holes because they're salt and pepper shakers, but I just use them as home decor. But they chose my little owls here. So we'll get some separate cards. I've asked your loved ones to bring forward just a hint of a surprise, right? What can they share with you today that's not going to like ruin the experience or ruin the moment in 2026, but gives you a little sneak peek at something or some things that are kind of in the works, coming in for you. You know, what's a little special something, I guess I'm kind of calling it. So we'll get some cards here to see what your loved ones are prepared and kind of willing to share with you today. I look like I'm heavy on the left side here of the deck, so that's receiving. So maybe you'll be receiving something pretty profound or ample. Just because I mentioned the heavy emphasis on the left side. So like maybe it's a big kind of deposit. Could be a financial deposit, could be a love deposit, right? Could be a huge opportunity that's coming in that you grab, right? Grabbing that what's it called? The golden ring. Okay. Excuse me. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So the messages from your loved ones. We have the Two of Pentacles kicking us off here. Now this is balance, right? We have that balance message here. You put in all the work that you needed, sort of the discovery you went through in order to figure out what does balance mean to you in terms of emotion and work life, all that good stuff. But look how she's balancing the pentacles. She's balanced on the bike. She's balanced down the center of the path. So this beautiful continuation of your loved ones watching you balance everything with ease, right? You're carrying your load. You've lightened your load, actually. There's nothing in her basket. So you've given yourself more freedom here. Maybe that's what you work so hard on, is to give yourself back more freedom, more time to do what you enjoy, what you like. That's sort of the balance that you needed here, was more me time maybe. Or I guess you time, more you time. Okay. Nine of Cups, surrounded by some wonderful things. So this year will be full of beautiful experiences, but opportunities where you shine with the mermaid here. So, attention will be on you in these moments. These opportunities will put focus on you. So this could be, announcement that you got promoted. You're the contest winner, or maybe you're appearing on a reality show, right? So the camera's on you. This could be, you're the first person someone reaches out to or thinks of to invite on a trip. So that kind of attention, right? So it's being attracted to you, but you're going to shine in that moment. You're going to, go out partying one night and, you're dancing, but the way that you're just enjoying the energy and the night will attract attention, right? Attract positive energy to you. So more freedom, more enjoyment, more relaxed energy, and that's leading to attracting these beautiful moments where you'll shine. Leo will shine. And then they're hinting at the Five of Wands. These are, when I look at this card, I see him he's worked up enough momentum to kind of swing and grab onto her hand. So I was talking about grabbing that golden ring, right? So you're ready, you're running forward, you're ready, and you're going to grab onto her. It's almost like these connections are going to help you to keep getting more momentum, almost like a slingshot forward. Not so much a relay race, but more like she's going to help push, and then he's going to help push, and then he's going to help push, and then she's going to help push. So you're just going to keep gaining more and more momentum. So you've got some great support coming into you this year in 2026. So you've got this beautiful network of supporters, family members, friends, coworkers, bosses, a friendly neighbor. It could be a random interaction with either an acquaintance or a stranger, but it propels you forward. I just keep feeling like that. If I don't know where you are in the world, but for us, we have in the playground, it's like a flat circle, and it's got bars, so you can hold on to it and you kind of spin it around. And that's what I'm seeing. Like they keep pushing and getting more and more momentum, gaining more and more momentum. Considering you're coming from a slower period, a period where you felt gaps, where the animal spirits were pausing you and purposely making you slow down and do some work. And now look at the momentum that your loved ones are hinting at. Don't worry, life is going to speed up again. You're going to gain back the momentum, but you're going to gain it back while still having beautiful moments of freedom, right? A pace that you enjoy, this balance that we see. A balance that's going to let you shine. So you're going to get to a pace that you're going to enjoy. You're going to be surrounded by support this year. So don't be afraid to ask for help as well this year. If for any reason you need support, ask, because it's going to be there for you, and it's going to shoot you forward here. It's going to give you a leap forward. It's going to, help you recover faster. Maybe somebody had sprained their ankle before and they know something that worked for them, right? Somebody can open a door, someone can make a connection, someone can provide you maybe something you were lacking, or like I said, reaching out with these opportunities for you. So your loved ones are hinting at some beautiful things here. They're going to be happening for you in the new year. Same with the Archangels. You've got some beautiful momentum that we saw in the 4 seasons, and sort of the significant rise, significant level up that you make within only a 1-year period, a 12-month period, with that Hierophant card that we landed on, going from this, I'm ready to trade in, I'm ready to trade up, and then propelling yourself forward. So I'll see you all in January as I resume back to my regular programming in reading. So we'll check in a lot more, but hopefully you've got some really nice outlook here. A lot of things that need your mental capacity, but you have the ability to do it, right? Your fox here. And maybe your spirit animal that's joining you is a fox. because you're conferring with the fox. So, in early 2026, maybe you're being joined and supported by a fox animal spirit. So feel free to look that up if that intrigues you, if that feels right to you. But you're definitely going to be heading into a year that's going to be better balanced for you. Even if you have a full calendar of commitments, somehow it feels like the right pace for you. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to kind of flow through the year quite nicely. And like I said, you're going to really shoot forward here on this level up for you. You're really on a upward sort of plane taking off style of trajectory and speed of momentum of your rise. So whether that's career, education, relationship, very positive, quick momentum forward and upwards.